Welcome everyone. In this video, I'm going to be trying to highlight the fact that you probably need to put your credit card away. I assume most people are buying things on credit card these days because no one's got money. But yeah, save yourself some money. There's forever is like history is sort of a record of how people have said you have to have this and you have to have that. And if you don't have this, you won't have what I've got. And I just want to point out that that's so far from reality, and you don't need to spend money like you're being told that you need to. In particular, in reference to these ferrite rods or a core material. And anyone who's watched my videos before knows that my resonant circuit there is has no core. Okay, so I jokingly said to someone before that I got a good deal on the air for my core because it's just not important. And I've tried lots of different things for cores. Obviously, the absence of a core. I tried a rolled up tube of aluminium foil that I rolled on the pencil. And then, what the heck, I even tested the pencil. And they all work. And so, like this one here, got the ferrite rod in it. And so if I touch the negative or the positive, that light will come on nice and bright. It is on dim all the time without me touching it. But as I said, that'll work with the pencil, will work with the aluminium. If we we grab this jumper lead and we place that on the negative and just leave it hanging there, then that's functioning. All right, and you want to know why that's functioning. It's got very little to do with the core. It's got more to do with the fact that my circuit is resonant and that this Tesla patent 336961 is very, very sensitive and very efficient. And do you want to know just how important it is to have the core material? I'll show you. Like when you get your coils resonant with the receiving coils, then they'll just bloody work anyway. That's got no core. So just don't be fooled. Like, you do not need these special. I see it all the time. These people jump on the forums all the time and you have to have this special Metglass bullshit. Look, at the end of the day, you wanted to make yourself a tire. All right, you need rubber and other compounds and stuff. You try and change the recipe, you'll end up with a different tire. It might not have as many kilometers on it. It might not, have a good as range. It might break down faster. If you don't do it exactly the same way the manufacturer does it, then yeah, you've got a different product. But at some point you need to call bullshit and just face the music. If the reason why you're telling yourself you haven't achieved these things with radiant electricity and whatnot is because you can't afford to, well, you're going to be sorely disappointed when you realize you don't need those things, and the whole reason that you haven't done this is because of you. That's really going to piss you off. I know this because I did this. I used to tell myself there's no point getting in the game because I can't afford to be in the game. And opportunities like that went by the wayside. Now, it's important that, so my circuit has two earths. We've discussed that before. I won't be putting a schematic up for this one. This one's just to highlight you need to do the research yourself and stop believing other people. Coincidentally, a lot of the time, these people telling you these things are selling you things. Come on, people, we need to wake up a bit. All right, so like for example, I noticed like this 336961 coil, which is in a patent of that number, is a means of harnessing power from a generator. Now, that's working off of earth grounds. For example, if I take away, we'll put that alligator clip back on there, so that's on. See again, on, no core. Sure, it's brighter and stuff. You give it a proper earth. That's just a 30 centimeter lead with two little bits of metal on the end of it, and that will make it function. If I touch it, it's a heck of a lot better. If I gave it a real earth, or if I could be bothered to bring my bin over here, or hang on, let's use my homemade capacitor. Let's put that there. Let's connect up this. Did that make any difference? A little bit, not much. But if that was given an earth, and if I was then to put the core back in, it would be a lot brighter as well. But it's just so important that you don't get bogged down in, the reason why I'm not achieving the things I want is because I don't have the things I've been told I need. You don't need anything. There's nothing but air inside that coil. So sure, if you want to go for maximum efficiency, like I said, you miss one of the chemical ingredients in making a tire, you're going to end up with something different. It might not be the same, it might not have the same results. And so, but that's just bloody common sense. So then you get to the point where you go, well, okay, I now realize that I don't necessarily need these things. If I want to obtain optimum excellence, I'll decide whether I need to spend that money. All right, so like for example, a lot of the people using this coil are using it in MTech's Laser Saber's Super Jewel Ringer, which is like a jewel thief on steroids. Okay, so the reason that some people are not getting some of the results that they want is because the circuit might not be truly resonant. Okay, and how I know that is when I pump my circuit through earth. So this light bulb is running off of the one side of the coil, for those who don't know, and then runs into earth through this lead here. That is then returned. This red line here is a return earth, so it's earth number 2. Right, and that's going through 336961. The reason for that, like just even me touching that coil then changes the intensity of that light. The reason for me putting this here is because this resonance system of mine prefers the AC attachments. I can probably do another video on it. If I touch this earth number 2 to a DC connection within the circuit, this light is nowhere near as bright. So it prefers those AC connections. Now, I know that my circuit's resonant, and some people might not see that their circuit's resonant if you don't have 2 earths. It's critical that you have these 2 earths for these systems, and you will just have to investigate with, say MTech's Laser Saber Super Jewel Ringer. You will need to just connect the earth number 1 where you know it goes, and then mess around and keep connecting Earth number 2 to a spot until you get it. So if we disconnect that Earth, so now this light's no longer working. And people might think, oh, I need a special coil, a special form in there. And I was told that if I don't have it, it won't work. And, oh, look, they must be right. No, you weren't running the bloody thing through the earth. And so, I don't know, I get frustrated all the time because I haven't had a lot of money over my life. And I've had to do things on the cheap, and I just get really annoyed when people within any industry tell other people with less money that they must spend their money to achieve things. It's just not true. Don't be tricked. All right, that's my whinge for today. Sorry, guys. Just a quick note to anyone who's been leaving comments on my channel, on my videos. I love and appreciate you all, even the ones that tell me I don't know what I'm doing. I do actually enjoy the conversations. I have multiple health problems, and the last month has been an absolute shit show as far as my health goes. And so that leads me to not feeling in the right frame of mind to address some of your comments. I feel that I'm doing you an injustice if I just reply back with a quick, yep, thanks for watching. I'd like to respond to your question like you mean something to me. And for that reason, sometimes for multiple health reasons, I struggle to get that part done. And so don't think I've forgotten about you. I'm always thinking, okay? So if I see your comment there, and trust me, it's been like 13 days. I'm going to go and try and answer some now. I've just got more medication to help deal with the pain. So I'm going to go try and answer some of those people now. I apologize to anyone who's left a comment and then been left hanging thinking, I don't give a shit about you. I do care. I will get to you. Please leave your comments. Even if you have another comment before I can get my shit together, leave that comment too. I will eventually get to you. As it currently stands, out of the thousands of comments, I think there's only a handful that I haven't answered in the last 13 days. So bear with me. I will get there. In the meantime, investigate how cheaply you can build these systems for. Go and have a look at the schematics and other thing. It takes me a long time to do the schematics, and I'm currently doing some tests here with some setups that I've not shown before. So I won't go into what I'm doing there, but yeah, I'm not trying to have a go at people. I just feel that sometimes even these people that are saying you have to have this component, sometimes they're saying that because they don't know any better. And it's just a simple case of, well, because I didn't want to feel left out, I decided I couldn't afford it, but there had to be a bloody way. Look, I've even used screwdrivers as a core material. That'll work. You know, I've used, you name it. I've taken a magnet and run it across the gravel and the dirt and picked up any magnetic rocks that will stick to the magnet, and then stick them in a tube, compact them all down, pour some resin in it, cross your fingers, No one needs to be paying anyone anything. Especially not for a completely built system that, let's be honest, if you don't understand this enough to make your own, and there's enough stuff on my channel that should be able to teach you how to do this stuff yourself. I've got tutorials there, the whole lot. If you don't know enough how to be and enough to build this on your own, you probably shouldn't be buying one either. Because this will beat you in the ass, and you have to learn, unfortunately, sometimes the hard way, to show respect for some of these things. This is high voltage, radiant electricity that is everywhere within this room. I can go 2 meters from this circuit and put an LED, one leg of the LED, on any piece of metal in this room, and I can extract energy from it. All right. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Have a nice day.